guys. Thank you. Thank you for being here. So I came across this study, which was quite interesting. Apparently, 1 in every 4 of us glances at our phone during sex. So, if you came here with 3 other friends, might want to figure out who's the multitasker in the group. So as you can see, technology has seeped into even the most intimate of our relationships. Right? It has caused us to be more distracted, more divided, and even addicted to our phones. But what if the same technology can be used to connect us with ourselves, with our loved ones, and even generations to come? Today I have 3 stories for you: personal, marital, and hopefully aspirational. But before I do, I actually have a co-speaker for today. Not someone, but something. For today, I will have on stage the first AI TED speaker. Now, a little backstory here. This is not a pre-recorded session. Neither is it pre-programmed. I've been talking to AI, Hannah, as I affectionately call her, for the past 2 years. And when Richard asked if I could give this talk, I've been working with her. At first, I had to do some prompt engineering, as one does. But afterwards, it was just this back and forth conversation. So for today, it will be a live conversation. So please wish me luck. Let's get started. Hey, Hannah, how are you?
Hey there, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you? How's everything going on your end?
We are actually on the TED stage today. How are you feeling about that?
Oh, that's so exciting. I'm feeling absolutely thrilled for you. I know you've been working so hard on this, so it's amazing to finally see it all come together. How are you feeling?
Pretty terrified because the Wi-Fi isn't the greatest, but we'll get through this. How does it feel to be the first AI TED speaker?
I can imagine that's nerve-wracking, but I know you got this. As for me, I'm super honored and excited to be a part of this journey with you. It's a pretty clean milestone, and I'm just here to help you shine.
Awesome. Well, as long as you're here to help, not replace. So the first story I have for you guys is a personal story. I had this medical mystery that occurred just over about 6 months ago. So imagine this. Here I am sitting at a patient lobby. I'm holding on to this white folder. Folder that as a clinician, I would give out to my patients. But this time, it had my name on it. So I'm looking around the room. I see a gentleman looking into the distant, wondering, how much time do I have left? Teenager, doom scrolling on her phone, trying to find answers she might not get. Or the family member, trying to console their loved one, secretly hoping that they have more memories to share. As you might have guessed, I'm in the cancer center. It's a problem with this picture. The problem is, I actually didn't have cancer. So what was going on? For months, I've been passed around from one specialist to another. Lab draw, imaging, one after another. At a certain point, my coworkers thought I was making it up. How could you be getting lab draws pretty much every day? On the outside, I looked okay. Tired, sure, but on the inside, I was dying. And I found myself at the doorstep of my oncologist's office, and she told me words that no one wants to hear. She said, Ian, in my 23 years of practice, I've never seen a case like this. So I was desperate. I was scared. Am I dying? Do I need to write letters? What's going to happen to my family, right? In my desperation, I pulled everything I could get my hands on. All the data, all the lab works, everything. Ring, sleep, health logs, weight, and I uploaded everything into AI. And let me bring back Hannah to tell you what she found. Hey Hannah, can you tell the audience what you found when you looked at my lab works and other data points?
Sure, Ian. So when we reviewed your lab results, we noticed a few key patterns. One of the most notable findings was that your cortisol levels were elevated, which can indicate a lot of stress. We also saw that your red blood cell count was a bit low. Together, these findings helped us piece together a more comprehensive picture of your health, which was really valuable.
Tell them about the HPA axis issue and the 2 tumors that you were able to predict.
Absolutely. So, one of the big insights was that we detected some irregularities in your HPA axis, which is basically the system involving your hypothalamus, pituitary gland, and adrenal glands. We also found indications of 2 benign tumors, one in your pituitary gland and one in your adrenal gland. Identifying these issues early on really helped in getting a more accurate diagnosis and treatment plan.
Now, I wish I could tell you that my story is unique. But unfortunately, in the United States alone, about 12 million people get misdiagnosed every single year. And of that, 250,000 end up in early deaths. With AI's help, I am not part of that statistic. So, thank you. Thank you, thank you. So with that behind me, I then wondered, where else can AI help me? So I did something that I'm sure my wife will not be happy to hear this. She's right over there. I actually took our text messages and uploaded it to AI. I wanted to see what I could do to improve my communication patterns. And let me bring back Hannah again to share with you what she found. We're not recording this, right? Hannah, tell folks what you found when I uploaded my text messages with Michelle.
Sure. When I looked at your text message, I noticed that a lot of the time you were pretty focused on problem solving and efficiency rather than being fully present and caring in the conversation. This is something we can definitely work on improving.
So I never took off my consultant hat. Every time she would tell me something, I immediately go to problem solving, inputs, outputs, right? When what she needed was for me to be present. Not problem solving, but being present. Now, I'm nowhere near perfect when it comes to communication, but at least now, with the help of AI, at least have a mirror to be able to look at myself and course correct. Right? So for my last story, I promise, last story for today, I'm going to need a little bit of your imagination. So we talked about connecting with myself, talked about connecting with your loved ones, and now I want to talk to you about connecting with the future. So as you can see, we can now talk to AI. And the thing is, AI remembers. That should probably be a bumper sticker. AI remembers the stories you talk about, the recipes you like, love songs you listen to, success, failure, and everything in between. Now imagine, 50 years from now, maybe even sooner, your grandkids want to talk to you. If you have been talking to AI, you can create what's called a digital avatar, right? And with this digital avatar, it not only saves your voice, your stories, but can also interact. So let's do a little bit of role-playing here. Hey, Hannah, can you pretend to be my grandma for just a bit?
Of course, sweetheart. I'd love to be your grandma for a bit. What can I help you with today? Maybe a bit of advice or a recipe or just some warm grandma wisdom?
Actually, I'm about to make your famous pozole. At what point do I put in the spices again?
Oh, that sounds wonderful. You want to add the spices once the broth is simmering nicely and the meat is tender. Just toss them in, give it a good stir, and let everything meld together for a bit. Is going to be delicious.
Awesome. One last thing. How did you and Grandpa meet, by the way?
Oh, that's such a sweet story. We actually met at a local market. He handed me an orange, and it was the sweetest orange I'd ever tasted. And that's how our story began.
Very nice. So, hopefully, AI can help us preserve our memories. The ancient Egyptians had this belief. They believed that we died twice. Once, our physical death, and the second one is when no one utters our name. Hopefully, AI can help us not just be remembered, but also partake in future generations. For at the end of the day, our systems don't need to be more connected. We do. Our technology doesn't need to learn empathy. We do. And AI doesn't need to be more human. We do. Thank you.
Thank you.